Hello, fellow truckers, and welcome back to American Truck Simulator. We are continuing our career mode here in the... Oops, oh, don't want to run over him. Here in the International 9900i. I bought it as a used truck, and I actually kind of like it. I don't know, we might hold on to it. Let's see, though. We need to get onto this pump jack load that we're trying to get to. Oh, stop. Wrong way. What am I doing here? Sorry, I'm a little frazzled because I thought I was gonna have to drive to go get a load, but it turns out that the place that we dropped off at last time had this sitting here for us. So we're gonna go ahead and grab this. It's a set of 2 pump jacks. I'm trying to keep the microphone in my mouth. Right, I think that should be good. There we go. All right, let's get on the road. Got about 163 miles. Hopefully we can get this done before my fatigue sets in. I do have fatigue simulation turned on, and it's nighttime, so I don't know. Oh, sorry. I'm still getting used to the positioning here. I kind of think I want to adjust my seat position because when I look left, I shouldn't. Well, I guess that's not. Yeah, I guess that's fine. Never mind. All right, so we need to make a right turn out of here. And we'll get here on the road. So, you know, I've been debating about the whole music thing, but to be perfectly honest with you, the content creator that I'm watching right now, Jeff, I don't know how you say his name, Fabiano, something like that. He just talks during his stuff, so I think I'll just try that for a while. I don't want to. Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to like copycat other creators or anything like that, but dealing with the copyrights for various things that happen to pop out, you search for copyright-free content or royalty-free content, things like that, and for the most part it tends to work out, but sometimes you get a video where they say it's not copyright claimed, but then it's copyright claimed, and then you end up having your video flagged for copyright problems, and you have to cut out and paste out a bunch of different things. You have to try to replace it with other music, which doesn't always work, and it's a real big pain. So I have a couple. My hunting videos already have videos that I've verified. At least if they have a copyright claim, the copyright owner allows them to be used on YouTube. But I had a recent Elite Dangerous video. Oh, I'm going way too fast. Okay, so let's set that and set our cruise control, and then I have no idea whether that's... All right, yeah, I'm gonna have to eyeball that because I don't have a console here that's gonna tell me what my cruise control is set at. So I'm just gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way. But anyways, I had an Elite Dangerous video recently that basically got pretty much mangled because I had to remove copyright music that they did not allow. But I got it from a YouTube channel that said that it was all royalty-free. All copyright, no copyright claim. It was supposed to be free music. So, I don't know. I think that just for this, you know, it seems to work for other content creators who do American Truck Simulator. I guess we're here for the trucks, not necessarily for the music. And I guess, you know, if I'm interesting enough with my conversation, it will overcome the need for music anyway, and then I don't have to worry about copyright claims. So I should probably get over here so that we're not slowing people down as we go up the hill here. Sorry, I had a cough. I guess I coughed out the window. I like that. I like this, the compass up here. It glows in the dark. We can see what direction we're going. It's kind of nice. But I think I might at some point switch it to being on the dashboard there so that I can have something hanging from up there. Maybe put one of my minions up there hanging. So I guess we're going to do this now because I have enough power to just get up the hill and these guys are struggling. I'm going to waste a bunch of fuel doing it this way, but I would rather get things done more quickly and maybe not be as efficient with our gas. It's not like we're in the real world anyway, so the green warriors can chill out. It's just a video game. All right, get up the hill. I don't remember what the delivery time for this was, so part of me wants to stop at a rest stop and just go ahead and take care of our fatigue, but I don't know. We only have 111 miles right now, so we should be able to get that down. We should be able to get that done pretty quick. I do need to slow down though, because I am... Ooh, the brakes on this thing, man. I want to be able to just kind of like tap them, but as soon as I move the stick more than like a fraction of a millimeter, it just yanks on the brakes. And I don't have a wheel and pedals or anything to use for this, so the closest thing I have is my flight yoke and pedals, which I could sort of kind of make work, but it's just it's more of a pain than it's worth. More of a pain than it's worth. So let's get the cruise control turned back on, so that way I turned it off because I was moving over to get behind the uphill vehicles back there, but they ended up being unreasonably slow. Sorry, I'm trying not to cough into the microphone, but then if I turn to the left to cough away from it... Oh, I need to get off here. I need to get over, dude. I need to get over, dude. Move out of the way. All right, there we go. I'm not worried about offending AI traffic. They can move. We're the focus here. We're the focus here. Gonna make our right turn. Got about 90 miles. We may be able to get a second load in on this one. This is a pretty short. This is a pretty short drive, assuming the miles keep coming down the way they are. So ideally, we'll get this load delivered. And then grab a rest, and then find something after that. Because I haven't unlocked super long loads yet, so it's going to be a while before we have enough time inside of our loads to be able to just stop off at a rest zone and grab a few Z's. Okay, so ideally... should be good now. Let's pop that cruise control back on. Sit there at nice at 55. Seems like even 55 we're passing this other truck over here, so I'll stay in this lane. I don't know. I'm still kind of trying to feel out how I'm going to make this particular video series work out. I think something like this, where I'm just driving and talking and just, you know, I kind of want some feedback from those of you who have at least a vague interest in watching this series continue. While I said in another video I'm not going to bend over backwards to, you know, customize what I do to everybody, I do want some kind of feedback for what you guys would like to see in these videos, and as long as it's not too outside the realm of, you know, what's reasonable, I'd like to provide you guys with the kind of content you guys are willing to sit and watch. You know what I mean? These videos do me no good if you guys aren't actually going to sit and watch them. So, you know, do you guys like the talking? Would you prefer it if I figured out some music? Video editing's not going to be a thing, so time lapses and things like that, unless I can find some kind of plugin that will, you know, sort of simulate time lapsing as I record my video for OBS. I haven't found anything yet. I have been looking. It would be nice if I could just kind of time lapse in between these things, but it doesn't seem like there's anything out there that's able to do that, or at least I haven't found one yet. So, and the logos and things that you see popping up on the screen, and any cuts I may do like during lights and things like that, I figured out a way to add transitions to my OBS software in such a way so that I can pause a video and have it fade to black, and then unpause the video and have it unfade from black and stuff like that. The logos pop up on a timer while I'm recording. It's based off of the recording length and things like that. I figured out ways to avoid having to use my video editing software, because it basically doubled the amount of time that it took to produce a video. And I now can just record my video. It's a finished product as soon as I'm done with it, and I can upload it to YouTube and just move on with my day, right? And, you know, if I was producing one video a week, I could justify maybe, you know, putting a little bit more time and effort into each video to make each video better. But I'm at the phase in my YouTube career where I'm just trying to get a bunch of content on my channel to cast the widest net possible, so that hopefully people will, I'll find enough people to start watching my content. Maybe later on, when I start having more viewers and my channel is a little bit bigger and I can afford to dial back the number of episodes that I'm making, yeah, we're starting to get tired. I can start, you know, maybe start doing a little bit more in the way of video editing, and maybe start reducing my publishing schedule down to the point where, you know, my lower videos are getting at least as many views as I don't want to say my lower videos. My less frequent publishing schedule still provides me with the same number of views as posting like 5 videos a day was. So I don't know. I'm still at that early stage in my channel where I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do all of the things that I'm doing. I just know that I do need to figure it out. Okay, well, he took his sweet time accelerating. like we have all day to wait around for you, dude. We're trying to get a delivery done. And then we need to go sleep. So yeah, I'm always looking for feedback on my videos. So don't be afraid to leave a comment down there, letting me know what you think. Because if I get enough of a push towards a specific thing and it's reasonable for me to do, I'm certainly going to take care of you guys. I'm not doing this just for me. I'm doing this because I'm hoping to turn this into a professional job, and you got to give the customer what they want, right? But at the same time, you also actually have to be a customer. If you're just popping in for 2 seconds and then you're gonna, you know what I mean? Like if you're not giving me the watch time, you're not my customer. I was talking in my Elite Dangerous video that I just published about how I have these grifters come on my channel and they're wanting me to give them like links into specific parts of my video, and I'm just like, well, how does that help me to give you a link to pop into my video so you can watch for 10 seconds, tank my average watch time, and then go off and find someone else to do it too? It's like, no, you can feel free to just move on and find another person to watch. You are not my target audience, and frankly, I don't care if I'm taking care of you or not. You know, you got to give something. You got to give a little bit of time to the creator to, you know, get the things that you want. We've gotten a little too used to everything being free and easy, and like, especially me in my life, nothing ever comes easy for me. I have to force things to happen if I want it. Nothing is ever given to me. So I have very little sympathy for people who think they're just going to pop in and get something easy and not have to do anything for it. Like, you know, you can watch the video and then you can see the thing that I referenced in the title. Feel free. All right, we need to find a place to, yeah. All right, so let's get this dropped off. Okay, we'll do a quick show. Oh, I need to turn the music. I don't know that we need the music. I don't know. Let's see. I need to find a rest place. Is there somewhere to rest over here? It looks like there is just down the road. So how about we go do that first? We need to come out of here, go back onto the main road, and then take a what? Take a left? So we need to get out of here. I have a feeling that trailer is still sitting there, right? So we may have to do a little bit of maneuvering to get out of here. Oh, nope. Looks like we're going to be good. Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. So let's get out of here. And then we will head over to the rest stop over there to our left, get some rest, find a job, and hopefully be able to get done with it. Oh, I have to get back on the freeway. All right. Well, I'm going to cut because our video, I want to get to the next thing, and we have just enough time to get another short load in, so I'll be right back. All right, we're picking up an order for Wally World over here, just past a Freightliner dealership on this road. That's why I'm over here instead of just kind of following the route as it was prescribed for me, but, you know, got to try to grab those points of interest as we go. Let's head over into here. This is going up to Fresno, I believe, so let's go ahead and hop into here. So they had a trailer that was supposed to be going up to, yep, this is going up to Fresno, California, $8,000. I am all about that. So let's go ahead and take this job. Hopefully, where's the load pick? It's this one right here. All right, so let's go ahead and get ourselves lined up for this. Okay, generally prefer this view because, I don't know, for whatever reason it's easier for me to see than with that view there. But at the same time, how about we fix our mirror there, because it's not exactly working the way I want it to. So let's pull this in some more. Oh, okay. I don't like that. Okay, well, we'll just leave it there then. Hopefully I'll just remember that that's the way that is. All right. Off we go to Fresno. 222 miles. This video may be... Oops, I wasn't paying attention. This video may be slightly long because that's going to be a little bit of a drive. But hopefully it won't be too bad. All right, yeah, these mirrors suck. I hope I can upgrade my mirrors soon. If I can't upgrade the mirrors, I'm gonna have to upgrade the truck because I can't drive around not being able to see where my trailer's gonna hit. Because like barely turn and the back of the trailer's already out of the mirrors. That's not a good thing. So part of me kind of wishes, well, I don't know. Hopefully the upgraded mirrors will have some kind of thing. What's it called? Convex? Yeah, I think they're convex mirrors. And that would make life a little bit easier because then I'll actually be able to see. Technically, I could just pop up the user interface mirrors, but meh. Oops, I have realistic air brake simulation turned on and I forgot. I'm sitting here trying to tap the brakes and that uses up a bunch of air. I may have to turn that off because I need to be able to tap the brakes using the controller this way, so that may be something I need to turn off. As a matter of fact, let's just go ahead and turn that off now, because if I had pedals, I would be more than willing to do that, but realistically, I need to be able to tap the brakes to not... The way that the sensitivity of this thing is just... It's too sensitive, and there's no way to adjust it that I can find, so... Where's the steering auto center, advanced trailer coupling, rain sensor? Where's the air brake simulation? We'll turn. I'll try to keep it as realistic as I can, but I need to be able to. I need to be able to stomp on the brakes in a way. I need to be able to like repetitively stomp on the brakes so I can simulate tapping on the brakes. I know that probably doesn't make sense, but the way that the controller works, as soon as I like move it a millimeter, I start getting serious braking. So it's almost as if the brakes are either on or they're off. So I kind of have to just do some repetitive tapping to simulate light braking as best I can. All right, I need to get over here onto the freeway, then we can get up there and head over to... I really like that compass. It's nice to know what direction I'm facing. The GPS... Unless you have it up in north, unless you have the GPS, oops, I need to slow down. I guess we're good, 40 miles an hour. The GPS, unless you have it set to north is up mode, does not tell you what direction you're going, so it's kind of hard to know. So it's nice to have, it's nice to know that I'm basically heading northeast at the moment. Having a direction, having a sense of direction is always nice. I like it. It's my personal preference. Okay. So like right now I'm having to like slowly stomp the brakes a little bit to simulate stopping hard because the sensitivity required is just a little bit, it's easy to overestimate and then you end up stopping well short of where you were trying to stop. I would be able to do a much better job of it if I had like pedals, but like I said in the last episode, I sold my steering wheel and pedals a long time ago. And I don't really want to spend another, you know, unless this particular series gets popular and people really like it and it turns into something that, you know, justifies spending money on another steering wheel and pedals and stuff like that. Not really something I want to invest another, you know, $200-300 in for the basic version, much less a, you know, a nice premium version that actually feels like I'm driving a truck. You can spend thousands of dollars on a sim setup like that, and that's one of those things where you guys really have to make it worth my while and, you know, get me to the point where my channel is able to afford that kind of thing before I'm going to invest in something like that. That's a lot of money. I know some of these guys with 1-point-some odd million subscribers are making enough money where they can afford to just splurge on stuff like that, but I'm just a poor broke dude trying to figure out a way to make it. We got a long way to go before my channel is at the point where I'm able to buy, you know, $2,000 worth of sim gear. I love to. I love doing flight sims. I love doing truck sims. I love doing, you know, I love doing all this kind of stuff, but it's an expensive hobby, just like flying and any of the other things. So, gotta make the money first. It's just kind of the way it goes. What's going on here? So we gotta slow down to 35. I don't want to get a ticket. Thanks a lot, construction guys. I know they're doing their job, but it's like, it's so frustrating to have to slow down because they're doing construction on the road. Can you, like, come on, help me out here. Okay. So I think since I am using my head tracking to look around, I don't really need it anymore for the controller. So I could probably put my cruise control up here on my D-pad now, because that's what I was using for my looking around. So I should probably consider doing that. Yeah, I don't think it activated. Or is it just because we're going up a hill here and it's struggling? Shouldn't really be struggling with just a regular trailer on the back. We were carrying much heavier stuff, going up much steeper grades earlier. Not sure why that's doing that. Hey, look, it's a cow crossing. There's no cows over here. There's no cows here, and I'm driving off the road. It's going to take me a long time to get used to the head tracking, just being able to be like, snap. Okay, there's the thing. Let me look back before I crash. Okay. Here we go. I think I got my cruise control on. I think I just didn't have it on. That's probably what the problem was. But let's slow down a little bit. I wasn't trying to do 60. It's a little bit of trial and error because we don't have the display telling me what I have it set to, so do a little bit of lane hogging there because the turn was a little sharper than my speed would allow for comfortable turning. I think we'll just leave the cruise control off for now because we're approaching these trucks and we're also getting to the freeways. So yeah, 176 miles to go. Just need to get up here, make our left turn. I don't know about you, but I go through phases when it comes to the content that I watch. Like right now, I'm really into watching like trucking videos and stuff like that, but then I get bored and I'm ready to move on to something else. So I'm hoping to find people who are a little bit more obsessive about this particular content, because, you know, you can do thousands of hours of content for American Truck Simulator, just driving around and talking to people while they listen to you. I mean, there's a lot of people who just want to hear somebody talking. I think there's a lot of loneliness in the world right now, and, you know, hopping on here and driving a truck around isn't really the point for a lot of people. They just want to hear somebody talking because they're alone and they don't have anybody to talk to themselves. So they get online and, you know, watch somebody driving down the road, and they're not really interested in driving down the road. They're just interested in hearing somebody talk because they don't get enough of it in their own personal life. And that's, you know, it's kind of sad, but it's also the world we've built for ourselves. It's kind of where we're at now. We're at a place where we've prioritized convenience and having access to things in an easy way, and that by necessity makes it so that being able... All right, I think my cruise control is working, but we're struggling up this hill, so let me get over. It's kind of a you get one or the other kind of deal. Jeez, this is slow. Okay, I think my cruise control did eventually turn off because it was struggling too hard. Anyways, as I was saying, the reality of the world is that you can either have lots of tech in your life and it makes life easier, or you can have lots of people in your life and it makes things harder. And it's kind of the way it goes. And we as social animals are designed to have... I don't want to say designed. We as social animals have evolved or designed, whatever your particular viewpoint of the world is, to be social people. We're social. We're basically herd animals that just have a high degree of intelligence. So, you know, there's a reason why you struggle when you're by yourself for long periods of time. Most of us do anyways, because you need that social interaction. It's a part of your makeup. It's who you are. So hopefully I can provide some of that for you. I don't necessarily struggle with loneliness that much. I tend to be, I don't want to say I'm a loner. I do need social interaction. I'm married and I have kids and I have all of that stuff. But I'm also the kind of person who doesn't mind being by myself for extended periods of time either. So I don't know. I don't struggle with it as hard as most people. My social needs are fairly minimal, I would say. But I know a lot of people there's a lot of people in the world who need a lot more social stimulation than they're getting. And the world we live in just isn't very conducive to that anymore. Especially when you have certain events that come along and, you know, make it impossible for you to socialize with people. that particular event didn't bother me that much because I pretty much stay home and play video games all day in my free time anyways, and my job didn't close down, even though it probably should have. My job didn't close. The job I was working at didn't shut down during the I don't want to say the word. Sorry. I don't want YouTube to come in and put some stupid banner on my thing saying this is because of this, and here's the Wikipedia article for it. The incident that happened in the 2020s, in the 2020, really didn't affect my job very much because I was working in the construction industry in an office capacity, and construction needs to continue whether there's serious incidents going on or not. So my job, I didn't get it kind of bothered me because I didn't get to do the cool work from home thing that everybody else is doing, because the construction industry tends to be pretty traditional, and they're not really that open to the whole remote work thing, which really sucked because the job that I was doing, 99% of it could have been done from my home. The few days where I did work from home, it was basically not any different than when I was sitting there in the office. But, you know, my boss is an older, I think he was an older Gen Xer, and he didn't like work from home. He just didn't like it. I don't know. I have to imagine part of it was like a fairness thing. He didn't want it to seem like I was getting some kind of benefit that the people who actually had to go out in the field and do the grunt work were having to put up with. But I'm like, you know, that's the job they chose. They chose to focus on working in the field. I chose to focus on, you know, knowing how to use computers in a way that makes me valuable to a company. So I have to lose out on the benefits of that because other people didn't choose to learn the things they needed to learn to do that. You know, there's nothing wrong. I want you guys to get the idea that I think there's anything wrong with construction. If that's what you enjoy, go do that. You know, do what you want to do. If you enjoy working with your hands and getting out there and building something, and you get that sense of accomplishment because you put something together, you know, more power to you. I'm absolutely nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with trade jobs. It's just not the kind of job that I'm interested in. I'm interested in computers. I'm interested in, you know, working with computers and doing things in that sort of fashion. And, you know, the side perk benefit of that is that I should be able to work from anywhere I want to work because my job is centered around computer work. So I don't know. There was some visual inspection of materials because I was involved in ordering materials and making sure that the stuff that we got was what we were supposed to get and things like that. But, you know, orders weren't a daily occurrence. Deliveries weren't a daily occurrence, and I could have just, you know, drove into work on the days where I actually had deliveries and inspections and stuff. I think most of it is that he liked having somebody he could send to run errands, and that's the crux of the issue. I think that's kind of where most employers are. They want to have the flexibility to be able to use you in the capacity that they want to use you without having to pay you more. And, you know, I think employers for most of history have just had this sense of entitlement that I'm paying you, so you're going to do what I tell you to do. Like, no, we have an agreement. We have a certain list of job responsibilities that I have agreed to participate in, and if you want me to do things that are outside of that, you kind of have to pay me. Sorry. It's kind of the way it works. But whatever. You guys aren't here to listen to me complain about my work injustices, right? we're here to drive a truck up to Fresno and drop off a load for Wally World. If you're wondering about that, by the way, I do have an extensive list of mods. I'm not going to list them. There's too many for me to list them. But there's some realism mods in there. There's some sound mods in there. There's some, you know, different mods to hopefully increase the realism of the experience that we're having here. And one of those is the real world signs, so that instead of random things, you're going to get actual Walmart signs and Amazon signs and, you know, different company. You're going to get Shell oil signs and things like that, rather than the generic things they came up with to avoid all the copyright claims. Because, you know, every company, which doesn't make any sense to me at all. Well, I don't know. Maybe some of you will know. Did they make that decision because they didn't want to advertise for those companies, or did they make that decision because they were afraid of copyright infringement? If it's the copyright infringement part, that is the most ridiculous thing I've heard in my life. Not on the part of the developers. I can understand that they'd be afraid of that, but any company that would sue a video game company for including their branding in their thing is the dumbest company ever. Why are you going? You're gonna pass on free advertising because you want these developers to pay you to use your logo? That is stupid. That is so incredibly stupid. Why would you do that? That's the short-sighted greediness of like executives and stuff like that, where it's like, no, we need to get every cent we can get because our shareholders, blah blah blah. It's like, dude, you're getting free advertising in a video game. Let them use your stuff. Let them use your visuals. Let them use your stuff. There's no reason for that. You're gonna pay for advertising when you could get it for free in somebody's really extremely popular video game. Now, I'm talking out of my butt. I have absolutely no idea. I've done no research on it. Everything I'm saying right now could be completely wrong. It's just a thought that popped into my head, and because there's nothing really going on in these videos, I basically just, you know, I don't want to say vomit out every thought that pops into my head, but, you know, I got to keep talking because there's nothing else to do other than sit here and look at the scenery drive by. So, we'll see. I don't know. Probably could roll down the windows, but I don't know what the hotkey is for that, and I don't want to stop to pull up the menu for that. Get the nice little wind sound driving by, the noise of the engine, all that cool stuff. So yeah, we're a little longer in this video than I really want it to be, but we're only 20 miles away, so hopefully we can get this in. Like I said, if you'd like to see, if you enjoy these episodes enough that you'd like to see longer videos where we're doing maybe like 45 minutes to an hour, let me know, but for the most part, it's going to depend on, you know, average watch time for the videos. If people are only popping in for, you know, 2 or 3 minutes, or even just like 15 minutes and then they're popping off, I don't want to spend a whole hour on a video and only like 2 or 3 people are actually watching the whole thing. It's a massive waste of time. So we'll see. I generally try to limit my videos to about 30 minutes. That's kind of my my personal limit that I set on my videos. I'm generally shooting actually for more like 20 minutes. But a lot of time, but 20 minutes is kind of where I really start thinking about ending a video if it's something where I have more control over when the ending is going to be. But for these videos, you know, it doesn't make sense unless we're doing like a really long load that's going to take, you know, a really long time to get from one place to another, and I can just like stop at a rest stop or something and end the video there. I kind of have to finish the load because we're like right there. So I don't know. It's hard to make some of these decisions sometimes because you want to give the fans what they want, but at the same time, you know, I have a life and I don't want to spend inordinate amounts of time doing things when only a few people are interested in whatever it is that I'm doing. So you kind of have to find that balance between doing things the way people want you to do it and doing things in a way that works for you. And that's everything in life, I think. I think that's everything in life. Stop at this stoplight. If it doesn't change here pretty quick, I'm hoping it's gonna change. I need like a stoplight mod that will make these work a little bit better. Because seriously, there's a sensor on here, but why are we still waiting? We've had this car sitting at this light for a very long time already, and it's still just cycling through the lights. It's kind of annoying. We only got 3 miles left though, so hopefully it's only a couple more minutes. We'll drop off this load, and then we can be done for the day. So it just kind of depends, I guess. Hop over here. What side of the road is it on? Is it a left or a right? It's gonna be a left, so I need to get over. Try to get over. I need to slow down just a little bit. Speed limit here is 35. I like that I found this mod that moves the job information to the bottom of the screen. I'd rather it be up at the top so I don't have to use my screen minimizer, so I don't have to hide the taskbar because the taskbar covers it when I do that. But it's nice to have it down there so that I can basically just use the speedometer to do this stuff. Actually use the truck as intended instead of, you know, I know I could anyways, but it's too tempting to just sit there and look at the speed on your route advisor that you're looking at anyways. You know, like you're constantly checking it to make sure you're on route, and then they have your current speed on there anyway, so you end up just staring at that instead of actually using the gauges on your truck. You know, so I don't know. Just like everybody else, we all always end up defaulting to the path of least resistance, and so I kind of have to force myself into situations where the path of least resistance is actually the right way rather than the super easy way. All right, come on, green light, let's go. We're almost there. Like I could have cut by, I guess I should have cut, but Oh, whatever. I feel like I'm going to press the cut button, and then it's just going to immediately turn green for me. So, yeah. And then the longer I sit there, the more I feel like it was a mistake not to cut. So, whatever. All right, let's get our turn going here. Hurry up and get over into this Wally World lot and get this delivered. Welcome to Fresno, by the way. What is this over here? Recruiting agency. Cool. So, if we should decide to start doing other trucks in this game, we have a place to hire people from. The Napa Auto Parts over here. Pet Boys, look at that. I like having these real-world companies in here. That's much better. All these companies, like I actually recognize companies now. I recognize what they are. All right, I think we're popping into here. I guess it's here. Oh, we're delivering to a UPS? Really? Okay, well, where is our delivery? The map. I guess it's in this area over here. It's kind of hard to tell with the scale here. I'm not able to zoom in on this map, so it's kind of... Okay, we just gotta put it right there. Oops, make sure we don't clip that. Bring it around this way, kind of get the trailer to curve around a little bit. All right. That should be good enough. Okay, I want to straighten... Oop. Go. I always have to kind of remember every time I back up which way take which direction push this thing in what direction I want. So a little more. Straighten that out a little bit. Don't want to hit the wall there, so do like that. Should be pretty close. Oh, come on, really? I wanted to back it up all the way to the dock, but it's not going to let me, so we'll just pull forward enough to it. There we go. All right, that's going to go ahead and do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys had lots of fun listening to me talk about random stuff. Be sure to click that like button so the YouTube algorithm knows that you did and sends the video out to more people so that hopefully we can get to the point where we're able to... oh, what do I want to do here? I think I might do fuel economy. I'll just start doing one of these at a time. So that hopefully it will send the video out to more people. We can get more people along for these rides. The more the merrier, and, you know, it's just more fun when you have more people riding along. If you are not subscribed, be sure to do that now so that when the next video comes out, it will show up in your video feed, and you will be able to see the videos as soon as they're available. Speaking of that, channel members do get early access to my videos along with several other perks, so be sure to click that join button just below the screen so that you can see the list of perks that are offered and decide if that's something that is for you. So anyways, I hope you guys have lots of fun. Be sure to come back for the next one, and I will see you for that. Bye, guys.